Once upon a time, two guys named Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, had a crazy idea. They wanted to make computers so easy even a caveman could use them. They didn't have much to start, just some spare parts, a garage, and a whole lot of heart. Their first creation was a handmade computer called the Apple I. It looked like a circuit board with a few parts lying around, but for computer nerds, it was magic. They sold a few of these DIY kits, and with the money they made, they bought an old laser printer, took it apart and reassembled it as a fancy drawing machine. We called it the Apple Lisa. It was the first computer with a full-size screen and a mouse, and guess what? Kids loved it. By 1980, Apple was more than a hobby. It was a real business. But Jobs, he wasn't satisfied. He wanted Apple to be more than just another tech company. He wanted it to be a cultural icon. He once said, "I want to put a ding in the universe." So in 1984, Jobs unveiled the Macintosh, a computer unlike any other. It came in fun colors. It had a friendly face, and it could do graphics, something no one thought possible before. This changed everything. Overnight, Apple became a superstar. Its shares skyrocketed, and everyone wanted a piece of the action. But then, something strange happened. Jobs, the very guy who made Apple famous, was kicked out, got into a big fight with the board of directors, and they asked him to leave. Can you imagine building something from nothing, and then being thrown out? You might think this is the end, but it wasn't. For Jobs, it was just the beginning. After leaving Apple, he founded a new company called Next. It wasn't as successful, but he didn't quit. He kept going. He also bought a small animation company called Pixar, and there his creativity flourished. He produced some of the biggest movies of all time: Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo. All the while, Apple without Jobs was floundering. Its sales started to fall, and its profits disappeared. It was on the verge of bankruptcy when suddenly Jobs was invited back. Came in as a savior, a hero who would save the company from the brink of disaster. And guess what? He did just that. He led Apple to become the most innovative company in the world. He launched the iMac, a colorful, user-friendly computer that appealed to everyday people. Then came the iPod, a music player that allowed you to carry your entire music collection in your pocket. And who could forget the iPhone? It wasn't just a phone. It was a magical device that put the entire internet in the palm of your hand. What made Apple so special? Why did people prefer an Apple product over the competition? Well, it came down to a few things. First, Apple products were different. They stood out from the crowd. Second, they were easy to use. Apple made technology accessible to everyone. And third, they were beautifully designed. Apple understood the importance of aesthetics. They knew that if a product looked good, it probably worked well too. Over the years, Apple shared some simple wisdom that has inspired millions. Think different. Don't follow the crowd. Be the crowd. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. Never stop learning. Never stop questioning. Design is not what it looks like. Design is how it works. Apple showed us that behind every great company is a philosophy, a set of beliefs that guided the way. So what can we learn from Apple? What can we take away from their extraordinary journey? Here's the secret. Success is not about money or fame or recognition. Success is about impact. It's about creating something that makes a difference in the world. Apple's story began in a garage with two guys who dared to dream. It's a story of passion and innovation, of risk and resilience. It's a story that inspires us to push the boundaries, to challenge the status quo, and to believe that anything is possible. If you feel inspired by Apple's journey, drop a comment below. Let's ignite a wave of motivation across the internet. If you're still watching, it means you're as motivated as we are. Hit the like button for more power stories. Subscribe if you haven't already. Together, let's keep learning, keep growing, and keep making our mark on the world. Thank you for watching.